Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fiona and I am a full-time artist, and on this channel I like to take you with me on my artistic journey, whether that means working on projects here in my studio, going out to see cool art exhibits, buying art supplies and sharing my haul with you, basically any art related content. So if that sounds like something you're into, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Okay friends, if you've read the title, then you already know what we are doing here today. We are finally going to unbox, open up, swatch, and play with these jelly gouache paints. Honestly, I've been a little bit intimidated to do it because there's just so many colors. I got this as a gift in September and I just haven't took the time to open all of them and get into it. So I thought, why not make a video about it? Maybe you guys would enjoy seeing that. And then I can finally kind of have this open and accessible and actually use it. So let's dive into it. Okay, so the very first thing we need to do is open this and actually open all of these canisters. So when I opened this first pod, it was really messy. So what I'm going to do is put every little bit that I take off, all the taps, onto here. So this is probably going to have to be a time lapse or something because it is going to be quite long, but I will open the first one just so you can see. This is what they look like. And there you go. One down. Pretty color though. Let's get into this. Okay, so that took forever and it was super messy, but they are all open, they're beautiful, and this is what this looks like. So let me take all of these off and then show you the results. It's like its own little fun abstract. Anywho, I am going to rinse these hands off and then get a fresh sheet of paper and swatch the colors. Okay, friends, I have finished swatching. These are the colors here and the swatches above. I hope you enjoyed watching that. I'm going to let these dry and then I'm going to come back and play for a little bit. So I'll see you guys soon. Good morning, friends. It is the next day and I just left these to dry overnight. So you can see all the colors here. And I really like how vibrant they are. I think the trickiest thing for me was trying to determine how much water to be using on these versus just using it straight out of the pod. Especially with this guy, it was dried up since it had been open a couple months, so it took quite a bit of water to reactivate it. But I really like how the color came out. But I'm interested to open it and see if the other ones have dried up that quickly or if they still have a bit of that jelly texture to them. I would say when I was working on it, the best way to describe how it felt was tacky. So it has a bit of grip to it, which you guys know that I like. And I really do love just how vibrant this palette is. So I think what I'm going to do is open it, take a look, and then see if we need to reactivate any like this one, and then work a bit in my sketchbook and just have some fun with these. So let's do it. So first, let's open this and see how the paints are looking. And like I said, whether they're dried up already overnight or if they still have texture to them. So let's see. So they look like they're still quite wet. Let's zoom in. So you can see the texture there. They still have their jelly texture, so that's good. So it looks like I won't have to reactivate as many, but let's just have fun in a sketchbook and see. I also want to play around with layering them and see how the colors work on top of each other. Let's do it. Oh yeah, something I didn't point out originally, but when you open it, the lid has foam. So you can see like paint got on it. But I think that's what's kind of keeping it secure from drying out too quickly, is the foam covering. Anyway, like I said, let's get into it. Not gonna lie, the texture for me is pretty satisfying to work with. I think for a lot of people, they might find it a bit like, I don't know, immovable. Because when you think about gouache, I don't really think of a jelly texture. I think of more of like a liquid, like a watercolor texture. But I know if I add a bunch of water, I can achieve that because that's what I did with the red one. So I think it can be fun to play with, and like you can decide for yourself how much you want to use, you know. I don't know, I might get some comments on this video from people being like, you're not using it right. But I think understanding what you want to achieve and how you want to use your art supplies is important. You don't have to follow the rules. You can use them however you want. That's what they're there for. So here it is drying. So this one I did first. It's still a little wet, but it dries pretty quick, this stuff. Yeah, that one's almost dry because I didn't layer it on as thick. So I think it'll just be another few minutes and then I can continue. to dry for a little while, although it dried pretty quickly. What I will say is that these heavier ones that you go in on, you can see it's cracking. So just something to keep in mind. But let's keep going. Okay, friends, this is where I landed. I experimented a little bit with the Posca, and I'm not sure if it was still too wet or if it's picking it up. So I might go over that again later myself just to be sure. As you can see, I kept rubbing the Posca marker to get the red off. So that wasn't being effective. And then I tried colored pencil on top, and that came out okay. I think that worked out fine. Didn't seem to have any issues with that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this bit of sketchbooking and the big swatches that many of you were saying in one of my videos that my swatches are too small. So I hope you were happy with this. Let me know in the comments below if you have jelly gouache paints and if you've used them or if you would like to try them out now. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay well and stay inspired, my friends. Bye.